Hey everybody, Mike Moger, Right Kingdom Real Estate, beautiful, sunny Boulder, Colorado. Say, I want to tell you a story about a lesson that I learned from Jim Bryan at Bill Herdman Real Estate in Port Orchard, Washington. This was the first real estate sales job that I had. He was the boss. He was one of the owners of the company. He came up to me one day, just shortly after I started. He said, "Get in the car, I want to show you something." Well, he's the boss. I got in the car. We drove over to a subdivision that was about 3 years old. Same builder had built all the homes. They were very nice homes. We were very much familiar with the subdivision. There were two of those homes that were on the market now and for sale 3 years after they had been purchased by these original buyers. And so we got out of the car, and Jim opened the first door, and he ushered me in. He said, "Walk around, take a look around, and let me know what you think." So I looked around, here's a nice wood-burning stove, and cathedral ceilings. It looks very nice and nicely painted. Walk around the corner, and there's the nice kitchen, and nice and beautiful, and sliding doors out to a nice deck and a tree lot, and looking over a little ravine. It was just lovely. And then I came back in the home and walked up the stairs, and Jim called me into one of the bedrooms. He said, who is this? And I walked into the bedroom, and I looked, and he's looking at a poster that is pinned up on the wall. A woman on stage, obviously a musician, a concert situation, and I looked very closely. Here's a huge stage, and then there's this little person in the middle of it, and I looked closely, and she wasn't wearing too many clothes, and I didn't know who it was. I had no idea. So I looked down at the little bottom thing, and it said Madonna. I said, "Oh, Jim, this is Madonna. This is big name, big new name in the music industry, Madonna." Yeah, but he didn't know who that was. But he just looked at me. He said, I just think that people should wear more clothes on stage." And I said, "Well, no, yeah, I agree. I agree, Jim." Yeah. And and then we left that room, and we looked around the rest of the home, and before we left, he asked, "What do you think of the price?" It's $84,900. I thought about that. I said, I've done some research in this neighborhood. I think that's fair. I think they'll get that. 84.9. So then, we locked up that home, and we walked down 3 doors, and Jim ushered me into the next home, and he said, "Look around and tell me what you think." So I looked around. Here's a nice wood-burning stove, that kind of thing. Cathedral ceilings, and around the corner, nice kitchen, and big slider in the back, and a deck, and overlooking the ravine, nice tree lot. Came back in and went upstairs, and I'm telling you the truth, surprised me. I just haven't run into this before. Serendipity played its tune in the same bedroom, in the same wall, in the same bedroom, the same Madonna poster. Who would have thunk? But this one was framed and matted and under glass. Who does that to a Madonna poster? But it was, and I started looking around, and more color. There were beautiful furnishings, leather furniture, the dining room table with high back, solid cherry dining room set was all set as if you were expecting guests for dinner that evening, and that beautiful artwork in every room. It was just beautiful. It felt different. It just felt wonderful. It felt warm, And he asked me, "What do you think of that price?" He said, "This one is $89,900. That's $5,000 more than the one down the block." And I thought about it, and I said, I can't defend that. I think that's just a little bit high. He said, "Oh, that's high." He said, "Okay, yeah." He said, "Let me ask you this. Which one of these 2 homes do you think is going to sell first?" And I thought, "Oh, okay. Here's the boss. He's testing me." And so I decided to be, wise, young pup that I was, and I said, "Well, when you buy this home, one of these 2 homes, all the furnishings, Madonna under glass and all that stuff, that's going away. Basically, it's the exact same home. So if I were the buyer, I'd buy the one down the block, $5,000 less." He said, "Oh, really? Oh, okay. So, but which one do you think is going to sell first?" I said, "Oh, well, the one down the block is $5,000 less." That one will sell first. He said, which one do you think is going to sell first? I said, well, this one, of course. I mean, the more expensive one, always, sells first. He said, you're right. And the reason that this one is going to sell first is very simple. This home feels like home. It's not only clean, it's beautiful. It's staged. And if you don't learn to tell your sellers all about staging early on in your career, you're going nowhere. Well, he was right. I watched the market. 2 weeks later, that home went under contract, $88,500, all cash, closed in 15 days. The other one was on the market for about 3 months, and it sold for $83,000. That was a valuable lesson, and I'm passing that on to you. If you're thinking about selling your home, you have a challenge. From the time that that buyer walks through that front door, studies show that he's got about 18 to 20 seconds before he makes the decision as to whether or not he buys that home. When she walks through that door, 18 to 20 seconds, and the decision is made. I want this home or I don't want this home. That's it. If in that 20 seconds the buyers don't feel that it's their home, well, it's your home. I know you feel like it's your home, but if you can't convince them that it's their home, if they don't have that warm fuzzies feeling, you're not going to see any paperwork whatsoever from those people. The next words out of their mouths are going to be, okay, what's next on the list? And they're going to go out to the car and they're going to drive away. You're never going to hear from them again. That's just the way it is. So if you're thinking about selling your home, clean it up. I mean, scrub it down, stage it, get some nice things, make it look great, paint, repair the front door, all those kinds of things before you put it on the market. And if you're thinking about selling your home, I would just love for you to give me a call, because it's time we should be getting together pretty soon. But thank you much. Enjoy your day. Bye now.